So thanks very much for the opportunity to present regards Delorean Corporation Limited. Delorean Corporation is a fully integrated deliverer of renewable energy, infrastructure and electricity retailer. So we've been established about 8 years with the setup of the Jandakot bioenergy plant in Western Australia, which has been commissioned for a number of years. But we've since grown out the business to be a business that has EPC contracts for the build of bioenergy plants, as well as a retail business in Western Australia that has licenses to move into the national energy market. And we've got projects under construction for third parties in Australia and New Zealand, as well as our own projects that we're building in most states of Australia. The Delorean Corporation comprises a group of 3 companies, each of which vertically integrates for the delivery of all of this infrastructure under the one roof. So Biogass Renewables is an EPC and O&M contractor, both for ourselves and others. Delorean Energy is the project developer, so it takes projects from a glint in the eye through to development approval and financial investment decision. And Clean Tech Energy is the energy retail company that enables us to monetize the energy, the renewable energy from our portfolio of renewable products. We're an early entry opportunity for investors. We've got fast growth. We've had very fast growth over the years, and transitioning to infrastructure, we're the opportunity now to be a major ESG player in Australia that's presenting renewable energy infrastructure and retail across the country. We've got strong tailwinds with shifts in policy around waste management and energy. And we're particularly strong in positioning for biomethane, which has got very, very fast demand now as the fossil fuel companies and pipeline operators transition to decarbonise what has fundamentally and traditionally been a non-renewable source of fuel. We're in 2 markets. We're in the organic waste collection and waste management market, but we're also in the renewable energy market, both of which have got substantial support from a government policy perspective. And we get paid to take our fuel. So there's a national policy to halve the amount of organics going to landfill in Australia, and that'll be promulgated through the states by 2030. So there's this pent-up demand for disposable organics, and we're a fantastic pathway to deliver that, recycle it into energy. We essentially collect organics from the domestic and commercial sector, including food organics, garden organics from the council bin. We put it through a mature technology process and deliver electricity, heat, or natural gas. Natural gas is important because we can deliver biomethane at mains gas quality, which is in high demand, obviously, from the gas networks, but also hungry gas users because they had no other pathway to decarbonise other than hydrogen, which is in transition and still a number of years away from a commercial perspective. So we've got projects across Australia, one already built and commissioned, one just in commissioning now, 2 shovel ready, 1 in build, and we're delivering a project in New Zealand as well. So we've got a pipeline of about $80 million worth of projects, which we're looking to then unpack into a $200 million portfolio. Just to articulate what these plants look like, a couple of examples of projects we're working on. Blue Lake Milling is in Bordertown, South Australia. We're just finishing the build and first gas. It's taking the mill husk from a milling operation, turning that into renewable electricity and heat, and essentially taking the mill off the grid and exporting electricity to the grid for surplus. The Ecogas project referenced in this slide is taking food organics from the Auckland City Council and will deliver heat and power for a major hothouse operation, greenhouse operation south of Auckland. In terms of the projects we're delivering ourselves, the Delorean Energy Victoria 1 project has reached FID. We're now moving into build for that as a result of the IPO. It's taking commercial industrial waste streams around the Shepparton area in Victoria, delivering power into the grid. Co-located at a piggery, which will take piggery effluent as well to deliver energy. And the Delorean Energy SA1 project is a project that we've acquired 100% of. It will be one of the first green gas to mains projects in Australia under an offtake to Origin Energy going through to AGIG. So that'll be a major milestone, not just within the sector, but also more widely in this mainstream news. The business has had a 5-year profit history, backed off retained earnings. We're heading towards, we forecast an EBITDA in the prospectus, and we're materially on track for that EBITDA this year. And the forecasts for next year are looking really solid, well beyond that. And and we've got the expectation of high growth in revenue and high growth in EBITDA, transitioning our business to annuity-based income streams from free cash flow from those infrastructure projects, with a view to becoming a price earnings and dividend yielding business in the future.